The Wish by Nicholas Sparks is a tale of love, loss, and the power of wishful thinking. With every page, readers are drawn into the world of two central characters as they navigate life's challenges, heartaches, and the deep longing for what could have been. This novel is a journey through time, memories, and the unspoken connection between two souls bound by fate, separated by circumstances, but ultimately united through the resilience of the human heart. The story begins with a captivating and bittersweet flashback. Maggie Dawes, a successful woman in her late 30s, finds herself at a crossroads in life. She is an accomplished writer, yet her personal life remains a mystery to those who know her. Maggie is looking back at her life as the narrative shifts between the present and a pivotal summer she spent as a teenager in the 1990s. The book begins in Maggie's quiet world, in her home in North Carolina, where she has built a peaceful existence, far from the hustle and bustle of her earlier years. But when Maggie is diagnosed with a terminal illness, she begins to reflect on the events that shaped her life and the choices that brought her to this point. As she looks back, readers are taken on a journey to a small beach town in North Carolina, where Maggie spent her teenage years. It was here that her life changed in ways she never anticipated. A simple summer job at a local bookstore leads to a series of events that alter the course of her life forever. Maggie's teenage years were filled with hope, joy, and a deep sense of belonging. But tragedy soon strikes, and Maggie finds herself grappling with the overwhelming grief of losing her first love. This tragic love story is the foundation of the narrative, and it becomes clear that Maggie's past is something she has never truly let go of. Even as she built a life for herself in the present, the heart of the novel lies in Maggie's relationship with the people she met during that pivotal summer, particularly her first love, Kyle. Their love was young, pure, and powerful, but it was also marked by a sense of impermanence. The book explores the delicate nature of first love, the intensity of emotions that come with it, and the heartbreaking reality that sometimes love is not enough to overcome life's most difficult obstacles. The story takes readers on an emotional roller coaster, from the highs of new beginnings to the lows of devastating loss, all while weaving together the complexities of love, regret, and the choices we make. Maggie's narrative is interspersed with moments of introspection, where she reflects on the role of fate in her life. She wonders whether the things that happened to her were the result of random chance or if they were guided by a higher power. This sense of fate and destiny permeates the novel, especially when Maggie begins to confront the memories that have defined her life. The deep emotional resonance of these reflections is felt throughout the book, as Maggie's past comes to light, revealing both the joys and the pains of her younger years. The novel also delves into the relationship between Maggie and her family, particularly her mother. Their strained relationship becomes a point of tension, with unresolved issues lingering in the background. Maggie's need for approval and understanding from her mother becomes a central theme in the book. As Maggie looks back on her childhood, she realizes that the love she once felt for her mother was complicated by the weight of their unresolved conflicts. This tension between mother and daughter adds an emotional layer to the story, making Maggie's journey even more poignant. The other pivotal character in the story is Will, a man who works at the same bookstore where Maggie once spent her summer. Will is an intriguing character who becomes a source of solace and comfort for Maggie as she navigates the pain of her illness and the regrets of her past. Their connection is immediate, and their growing relationship serves as a reminder that even in the darkest moments of life, there is the possibility of new beginnings. Will is a gentle presence in Maggie's life, offering her both support and a chance at redemption. Their evolving relationship is a beautiful contrast to the heartbreak of Maggie's past, and it gives readers hope that even after tragedy, there can be healing and love. As Maggie's illness progresses, she is forced to confront the inevitability of her fate. But rather than being consumed by despair, Maggie begins to find peace in her memories and the relationships she has cultivated throughout her life. The book's exploration of death is tender and reflective, touching on the universal fear of mortality and the longing for meaning in one's final days. Sparks masterfully writes about the human condition, capturing the emotional depth of Maggie's journey as she seeks closure and understanding. The novel's examination of loss and acceptance is poignant, offering readers a glimpse into the rawness of the human spirit. At the core of the story is the theme of wishful thinking. Throughout the novel, Maggie reflects on the wishes she made as a young girl, the dreams she once had for her future, and the choices she made along the way. The idea of wishes, both those that are granted and those that are never realized, drives much of the emotional weight of the story. Maggie's journey is one of reconciling the desires of her past with the reality of her present, and it is this tension that forms the heart of the novel. The title of the book, The Wish, holds a deep significance. It is a reflection of the central theme of the novel, the wishes we make and the paths they lead us down. Maggie's story is not just about the wishes she had as a teenager, but also about the wishes she carries with her as an adult, the hopes she has for the future, and the acceptance she finds in her final days. Is a powerful meditation on the idea that sometimes the things we wish for are not what we need, and that true peace comes when we let go of our desires and accept life as it comes. Nicholas Sparks brings his signature storytelling to The Wish, weaving together elements of love, grief, and redemption in a tale that will resonate with readers long after they turn the final page. The novel explores the complexities of relationships, the importance of closure, and the healing power of love. It reminds readers that life is fragile, and while we may not always get what we want, we can find peace in the journey. Sparks' emotional storytelling is both heart-wrenching and uplifting, making The Wish a novel that is impossible to forget. In the end, The Wish is a testament to the power of love, the importance of living in the present, and the beauty of second chances. It is a poignant reminder that life, with all its ups and downs, is a journey worth taking, and that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. This novel will leave readers reflecting on their own lives, the choices they've made, and the wishes they still carry in their hearts. It's a book that reminds us all that sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves is the ability to move forward and let go of the past.